Good morning, dear students. I am Vishram Singh Meena, Assistant Professor English, working at Government PG College, Karoli. Nowadays, we are studying English literature through online mode. The lecture of the day is for the students of BA Part Second. We were studying Ode to the Westwind. The poem was written in the year of 1819. It was published in 1820. As we know that this is an ode, which is an addressed poem to the west wind. This is the second stanza of the poem, which gives an account of the power of the west wind in the sky. The poet compares the west wind to the stream here in this stanza of the poem. Let's begin. Thou on whose stream, mid the deep sky's commotion, loose clouds like earth's decaying leaves or shade. Soak from the tangled boughs of heaven and ocean, angels of rain and lightning. The poet compares the west wind to a river. Thou means you are a river. Thou on whose stream, mid the deep sky's commotion, you are flowing in the sky, where we can see the agitation due to rain, lightning, and hailstones. The sky is deep but agitated. Thou on whose stream, mid the deep sky's commotion, loose clouds like earth's decaying leaves are said. There are many clouds which are scattered here and there in the sky, have been compared to the leaves of the trees of heaven and ocean. Again, the poet compares the west wind to the river. He says that there are entangled branches of the trees of heaven and ocean, and the leaves, which are in the form of clouds, are scattered here and there, and these leaves are setting. These leaves are setting away with the flow of the stream of the west wind. Loose clouds like earth's decaying leaves or shade swoop from the tangled boughs of heaven and ocean. Heaven and ocean are trees, and the branches of these trees are tangled, and that's why uh, the leaves are uh, dropping dropping down on earth in the form of clouds, angels of rain and lightning. These clouds are the messengers of rain and lightning, because this is the general process in geography that when rain comes, before rain we have the clouds, in the sky. So clouds have been called as messengers of rain and lightning. They are spread on the blue surface of thine irises, and these clouds are scattered, are spread on the blue surface of thine. Thine means your airy cells. Cells means wave. The poet has compared the west wind to the stream, and the water of the stream is a very clean blue colored water we can see in the stream. On the blue surface of thine airy cells, like the bright hair uplifted from the head. And these clouds again have been compared to the bright hair uplifted, which are uplifted from the head of some fierce maid. Some fierce means a very frightening maid. Maid means female followers of Bacchus. Bacchus is the god of wine. So clouds are like the bright air uplifted from the head of some fierce minute, even from the dim bows of the horizon to the zenith's height. And these clouds have been scattered even from the invisible point of the horizon to the zenith's height. Zenith means the sky's highest point. The locks of the approaching storm. The poet gives an onomatopoeic description here in the poem. He says that these clouds are the locks of the approaching storm. The storm has been compared to the minute whose locks, whose black tresses are scattered. And these clouds are the sign, these clouds are the signal of uh, the coming storm. The locks of the approaching storm, thou doors of the dying year. Now again the poet addresses to the west wind that you are the doors, you are the funeral song of the dying year. Generally we see that the autumn season is the last season of the year. That's why the poet here says that the year is dying, and on the death of the year, the west wind is singing a funeral song. Thou doors of the dying year, to which this closing night will be the dome of a sepulchre. Here, the poet gives a vivid image of the dying year, which is being buried in the dome of a sepulchre, and that dome is in the form of the closing night. The night is closing. This the closing night will be the dome of a sepulchre, in which the dying year is buried, vaulted with all thy congregated might of vapors. And this is the scene of uh, the west wind. The sky is full of accumulated vapors, which are forming like clouds in the sky, and these clouds are serving as the vault of the grave in which the dying year is buried. Will be the dome of a sepulchre, vaulted with all thy congregated might of vapors, from whose solid atmosphere the clouds and the sky which are making solid atmosphere, solid dome over the grave of the dying year. Black rain and fire and hail will burst here. Now the poet is addressing to the west wind again that black rain. However, rain is not black. Not black. This is an example of transport epithet we can call. Black rain and fire and hail will burst because you are giving the sign, you are giving the signal of the coming rain. The west wind is blowing and these clouds are in the sky, which are dark, and these clouds are the messengers of rain and lightning. That is the idea the poet wants to convey here in the stanza of the poem. The stanza is full of images. We have many images of the west wind here. The west wind is personified throughout the poem. We say the poet is addressing uh, the west wind as the stream and as the um, singer of funeral song over the death of the dying year. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.